Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal. Barcelona have got their 3 points. It's the 3 points we definitely needed tonight. We win against Elche by 3-0 at the Camp Nou. 2 from Messi, 1 from Jordi Alba, and Barcelona fans can at least go to bed happy tonight. We've got our victory. It was definitely important to get that. So let's get into the match review. And of course, let's kickstart with Ronald Koeman's team selection. I think it's fair to say Koeman probably got this wrong in my opinion. Yes, he made changes. Well done for doing that. But I think you look at that defence, guys, it looks slow to me. Very slow again. I'm not really sure if Piqué's on the best form right now. At least Titi and Mingueza did come in there, give some rest to the likes of Serginho Dest. In midfield, for me, it just didn't work. PJANIČ came in again for me, was far too slow. He made a couple of good forward passes, but he was hooked at half-time, and that pretty much said it all about his performance. And then in the final third, guys, I think we all saw, having Martin Braithwaite out on that left wing, it just does not work. I don't get why he does it. I don't get why he persists, really. With that sort of structure, TRINCÁO impressed. Messi got his 2 goals, but lineup-wise, again, I think he got it a little bit wrong. I'm not really sure where this Barcelona team goes right now in terms of certain players, that's for sure. Also, our structure, I think the fact that we're so void of midfield options, actually, at time there, the gap between our defence and our attack is just one big gaping wound with PJANIČ in the middle of it. That has to stop. We need way more positional awareness, that's for sure. So that definitely needs to be improved upon the tactics, but also the team selection today. I think certain individuals, perhaps, a little bit out of place. But let's actually start with that first half, guys. I want to say about the first half, for me, it was an unimpressive first half for Barcelona. Very slow for me, very reminiscent of the Quique Setién days where we were just passing sideways. We weren't really, having any impetus on the Elche defence. They had so much time on the ball. And like I said earlier, they're talking about tactics. I think our occupation of spaces, our positional awareness, the way we move the ball, it's really poor. It's not Barcelona standard, and especially in that first half, it wasn't good enough from Barcelona. I think you could see the confidence was completely void, actually, in the team. We clearly have no confidence really after that draw to Cádiz, the battering to PSG. That was to be expected. It's why I said in the preview to this game, we're low on confidence. We need a win today. You know what? We've gone ahead and got that win, so that's absolutely crucial. Now, going into the Sevilla games, we certainly will have more confidence, but I think you saw the way that first half started, guys. Other than TRINCÁO, no one did anything, and I think fair play to TRINCÁO. He got the ball on the right-hand side loads. He's clearly on good form right now. He had a couple of good efforts, okay efforts, saved by Badiango, who's an interesting, unorthodox goalkeeper. He certainly should have done better, especially for the second effort, but fair play to TRINCÁO. Really good dribbles. He obviously gives that option to Messi to pass to, and he did have a good half. One of the few players out there on the pitch. I thought players like PJANIČ in there, Martin Braithwaite, so slow, so ineffective. We definitely struggled. Elche, like I said, had time on the ball. They hit us on the break a few times. Lucas Boyer certainly could have scored for Elche. Ter Stegen parried a shot also. Slow Barcelona, off the pace Barcelona, and at half-time 0-0. But at half-time, Koeman actually did make a substitute, an interesting one too. He brought Dembélé on for PJANIČ, so kind of Pedri and De Jong dropped into midfield. We had Dembélé on the left, Messi in the middle, Braithwaite were there with him, and then TRINCÁO on the right. And it wasn't long actually into the second half before Messi took matters into his own hand, the genius Argentine, and he made it 1-0 for Barcelona. Really sharp dribbling this, goes past a few players, plays a good one too with Braithwaite, who I said there, struggled in the first half. Clearly this is a striker, guys, who's quite void of ability. I think I've said void a lot of times today, but already because Barcelona were quite void of anything, basically. But Braithwaite there, he doesn't have the most unbelievable technical abilities. When he's out on that left-hand side, he struggles. This is where he's good, though. A good flick with his back to the centre-back. He plays it back to Messi. He goes past a few. He scores past Badia, who only just tips it into his own corner, and Barcelona go 1-0 up. And that is exactly what we needed. We could not drop more points today. It was a must-win game, and Messi makes sure that even after a bad first half, Barcelona get into the lead. And after our goal, we didn't actually really impress again. I thought it was very slow, in fact. We didn't really do much whatsoever. Busquets came on there for TRINCÁO, which I thought was a little bit of a defensive substitute, if you like. Of course, it meant that we went back to the 4-3-3 rather than the 4-2-3-1. And it was actually a run from De Jong, who I think is a little bit off form right now, like a lot of our players. He certainly hasn't been hitting the heights that he was hitting in January, but he makes a really lung-bursting run here. He gets down the left-hand side, goes past a few players, and you've got to say the cutback also to Messi is excellent from the Dutchman. It was Pedri, by the way, who won the ball back. He does that so much. He had another really good game in there, Pedri, as he always does, but it's De Jong there, the pullback to Messi after a really great run down the left. Messi, I'm thinking once he takes the touch, shoot, but he waits, he pauses, he dribbles past a few, and then he just dinks it over Badia and into the corner. A really gorgeous goal there from Messi. Good play too from De Jong, and Barcelona now 2-0 up with the points in their hand. I think we were all thinking, thank God, because we did not want to drop points today, like I said. We also didn't want to go 1-0 up and then concede again in the last minute. That certainly is not something we wanted on our cards tonight. So thankfully Messi there got the second goal. He gets himself up in the Pichichi race too. 2 goals now on Luis Suarez. So Messi controls Barcelona and gives us the 3 points. And Barcelona weren't done yet, actually. It was actually Jordi Alba now who gets on the score sheet. Messi again at the heart of it. A gorgeous ball over the top there to Martin Braithwaite. A header back across the goal, and Jordi Alba, kind of with a scissor kick almost, lashes it into the corner from close range. Maybe the best goal in the night. I think overall the goals were actually quite well worked. Thought it was quite a lacklustre Barcelona performance, but Messi there, another really, really well placed ball over the top. Fair play to Braithwaite. He heads it back across. He gets his second assist of the night, and Jordi Alba there slashes it into the corner. He does his celebrations. Barcelona 3, Elche 0. That's certainly what we were looking for. Later on, Koeman did ring the changes. Dest came off the bench. Lenglet came off the bench. You had Griezmann off the bench too. I think Griezmann certainly could have got himself 1 or 2 goals. You look at the miss there after Dest squared it to him. Dest came on at left back, by the way. Lenglet at right centre back. So Koeman definitely resting up the defence, mixing up some players in there formation-wise also. Griezmann certainly should have scored this pass from Dest. That has to be a goal in my opinion. He also went round the goalkeeper. It was a bit of a tight angle, I wouldn't definitely expect him to score that one, but he hits it into the side netting. And I think Griezmann, like quite a few of our players right now, guys, is struggling with confidence again. He looked a little bit off it, when he came off the bench. He certainly should have scored those chances, but he's got big games coming up. He will be rested for them now, and let's hope he delivers in them. So to wrap up, give some final thoughts on tonight's game. I think none of us really go to bed now absolutely buzzing off that win. We're not thinking, wow, that was wonderful from Barcelona. How good was that? What a massive 3 points. Look, it's an important win. We had to win tonight to keep it up in La Liga, but we all know, guys, I think, again, Barcelona didn't play that well tonight. I think that's number one. Barcelona just don't really look that sharp right now. It's not off your seat stuff, apart from when Messi gets the ball, and that again is still worrying. I think also, guys, interestingly enough, I've said it a few times on this video, our tactical knowledge, I think that's a little bit odd actually and off from us right now. I think if you look at some other sides, obviously Man City from Guardiola is the summit that no one can reach, but there are other sides in Europe. Certainly look at Chelsea last night under Thomas Tuchel, really sharp tactically, and also other sides good tactically. I'm not sure if Ronald Koeman goes into the bracket of top managers tactically. I really don't think he does, and for Barcelona side, it is important that tactically we're excellent, and I'm not really sure we are right now. Like I said in that first half, the occupation of spaces, the amount of time Elche had on the ball, the way our lines were positioned in terms of spaces in between the midfield, defence and attack, that sort of stuff, the details that you need to understand to be a Barcelona coach, the really in-depth stuff that we never really speak about in videos, certainly not on my match previews. We don't go into the in-depths of what Barcelona need to do. That's what a coach does need to do. So tactics, we definitely need to improve. On top of our performance, I think that's absolutely for sure. But I think also as a final thought, guys, we do now have the big games, the crunch games for Barcelona. We needed to win tonight. We've got the win, but it's Sevilla on the weekend. That's in the league. For me, that actually has to be a win. Sevilla are currently above us on points. Yes, we've gone back above them now, but we've played 1 game more, so we all know that's not the actual case. We have to beat Sevilla. That will be a statement win. We haven't really had a statement win in La Liga so far this season. We need one. For me, I'm pinpointing that game. It has to be a statement win. And even more so, guys, after that, in the Cup to Sevilla, we need to overturn a 2-goal deficit. Are we going to do it? You'd have to say right now, probably not. But you never know. We have to go for that. The Copa del Rey, for me, is still our most accessible trophy. But it's those 2 games against Sevilla that I'm looking at right now. If we beat them in the league, if we turn them over in the Cup, my God, the season's back on its feet. It's just big ifs, isn't it? If my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. That's what that one feels like now, right now, doesn't it? Are we actually going to go there and beat Sevilla in La Liga? I'm not really sure. Are we then going to go and overturn a 2-goal deficit at the Camp Nou? Again, I'm not really sure. So that's what we've got to wait and see now, haven't we? It's big times for Barcelona. We said it before the game, crucial weeks of the season. We have to turn up in them. We've got our win tonight. Fair play to the team. We needed to bounce back, even if it was a 1-0. I said, look, I'll predict a 2-1 win here, because that's just what we need. We've got a clean sheet, we have our points, and now we move on to the weeks. Sevilla again, Osasuna, then the elections, then PSG, and then we see where we are. Big weeks coming up from Barcelona. I'll be here on the channel talking to you guys about everything that goes on. I'll see you guys then. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the win tonight and the match review. Leave all your thoughts in the comments down below. Now let's watch some Champions League. Goodbye.